I'm Angelina. Today I'm going to be leading a 30-minute lower body and core HITT workout. It's going to be structured with a 5-minute warm-up, 20-minute HITT portion divided into 4 rounds, each round consisting of 4 exercises with 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and then a 1-minute rest in between each round, and then a 5-minute cool down. There's no specific equipment needed for today. I just have my mat for floor work for preference, and then a water bottle to stay hydrated. And then yourself, that's all you need. And I encourage you to play your own music because I'm unable to provide it through my phone with Instagram. So put on your favorite tunes in the background and let's get started. Alright, so we're just going to start by doing a quad stretch. So same hand, grab that same foot, really focusing on pushing that hip forward and driving that knee back. Arm out for balance if you need. Hold this here. Feeling it from the front of your quad. Alright, and let's switch. Same thing, pushing that knee back, having that nice alignment. Holding this here. Alright, and let's make it to the ground. So I'm going to sit down. Have one leg bent, other leg extended, reaching for that toe. If you can't, you're on the shin, but trying to reach farther, feeling it in the opposite hip and the extended leg and the hamstrings. And let's switch. Same thing, reaching. Every breath, see if you can go a little bit farther. Really trying to stretch out those muscles. Alright, and let's stand up. Start rolling our ankles. So we're standing, rolling those ankles around. We're going to be on our feet and doing some jumping movements, so it's important to make sure that our ankles are nice and ready. Alright, and let's get into some Frankenstein. So opposite leg kicking straight. The hand is touching, really trying to. Kicking next and forward, powerful. Feeling the stretch in your hamstring. Alright. And let's start to reverse it. So we're going to go into airplanes. So we're down, leg is kicking straight up, and we're switching. Really trying to get those legs as far apart as you can. Driving that other leg straight up, keeping it straight. Alright. And let's bend one leg, extending the other, reaching for the ground, putting those hips back. So we're here, keeping that flat back. Trying to touch the ground. And have a nice fluid movement. And let's start to get our heart rate up a little bit. So let's get into some high knees, driving opposite knee and arm on our toes. Quick feet. And let's go right into some butt kicks over here, driving that heel to your glutes, keeping that nice alignment. We're not leaning too far forward or too far back. Still pumping those arms. Quick feet. And let's get into some jumping jacks. So we're out and in, on our toes. Modification, we're stepping. Let's try and get our heart rates up. And since we're going to be doing some lower body today, we're going to start by warming up those muscles. So let's get into some lunges. Forward lunges, hands on the hips. We're stepping forward, making that 90-degree angle right here. Keeping that chest up. Helps to gaze at something above you. Nice and controlled. And right back up. let's adjust into some squats. So we're here just standing squats. Down, up, squeezing the glutes at the top. Really shifting your weight back, keeping your chest up. Again, making sure those knees aren't going too far forward, keeping that 90-degree. Let's get into a light jog while I explain. So for round one, we have jumping squats. So we're here, modification, standing squat, and then we're down to the floor for some V-ups. So we're here, reach up, modification. We can go here, same thing. If you need to, lay down. We're just reaching for those toes. After that, we have our alternating jump lunges. So we're here, switching. Modification, we're just stepping back. And then our lemon squeezers. So we're here, bringing those knees to the chest. Modification, hands by the hips. All right, so we're still staying in that jog. And we are gonna start in about 10 seconds. So we're gonna go right into the jump squats, on for 40 seconds, off for 20. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're here, being explosive on the way up, control on the way down. Again, sitting those hips back, keeping that chest up. Modification, we're here. Let's try and add the jump if you can. Feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Really feeling pressure go down through your heels. Keep pushing. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 20-second break here. And then we're going right into those V-ups. So finding the ground, focusing on your breathing. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over here, reaching up for those toes. Again, modification, have the hands by the hip. Or if you need to, lay down, feet up, reaching for those toes. This really is good control for your abs, really incorporating all aspects of them. You got your upper body moving and your lower body. Keep pushing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 20-second break. We're going right into those alternating jump lunges. So right here, helps me to do opposite hand movement. If not, you can do, we're just stepping back like this. 3, 2, 1, go. So we're here, nice and explosive, finding that balance, being aware of your body. Again, we're here, keeping my chest up. Keep pushing, feeling it in the hamstrings, the glutes, and the quads. Balancing with the ankles. 3, 2, 1, rest. And then we have our lemon squeezers. And then we'll have our 1-minute rest. Catching our breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're here, knees in and out. Modifications, hands by the hips, stepping, hitting the ground. But if you can, keep those legs off the ground. Finding that balance in your tailbone. Going right back on, right back in. Keep pushing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Got a break here. Grab a quick drink of water. That was round 1. Great job. Round 2, we have our squat curtsy combo. So we're here, down in a squat, go right into the curtsy lunge, and we're back here. Keep doing the same side. We're gonna do left first, and then laying down bicycles. So we're laying down on the ground of the mat, hands on the ears, elbows out, opposite knee, touch the opposite elbow. We're here, extending, and then we have that squat curtsy combo, same thing, but we're doing the right side, back and forth, and then the flutter kicks. So we're here, legs extended out, hands further out there, more challenging. If you want, put them under your lower back to help. We're here, just moving those feet up and down, not too drastic. And then we'll have a rest, and we'll be halfway. I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. So squat, going into that curtsy, pretending you're curtsying with a dress. Trying to stay as low as you can. We don't want to stand up in between. I want to stay low that whole time. Feeling that burn, putting all that weight in this leg. This one is just for guidance, for balance. Again, really pushing that weight down through that heel. That's balancing. It's going to help with activating your glutes. Staying low. We're not just going back, we're bringing that foot all the way out to the side. And rest. And we have our laying down bicycles. We're here, catching that breath quickly. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite knee. Going to touch that opposite elbow. Extending. When one leg's bent, the other leg's extending out. Really twisting your body. Keeping that core nice and engaged. Have that dynamic tension. One leg's going out. Outside body's going in. Keep pushing here. Really focusing on tightening your abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. And then we have the other side for that squat curtsy combo. Breathing in the nose, out the mouth. I'm going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're down, going out and across. Staying nice and low. Trying to watch your head, try and keep it as straight as you can going across. It's okay if there's a little up and down, but you want to keep that to a minimum. Again, trying to put as much weight as you can onto that standing leg. Pushing through the heel. Making sure those hips are pushing back and our knee. So we're here. So notice how my knee's not going too far forward. Let's stay here. Keep pushing. 3, 2, 1, and rest. And then we have our flutter kicks. So again, making it back to the ground. Hands further out harder, hands closer in, easier. 3, 2, 1, go. So we're legs out, nice and little kicks. Put my hands out to the side a little bit. Keeping those legs nice and straight. Really focusing on making that little divot in your lower back. Try and touch it to the ground. Keeping that core shrinking. Quick feet. like you're swimming in the water. Keep pushing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Grab a drink. Next we have round 3. So we have our pizza lifts. So we go on all fours. So we're here, flexing that foot. We're just going up, tightening the glutes. You can do that on your left side first. And then we have our mountain climbers on your hands and feet, driving that knee. Modification, we're just stepping. And then we have the other side for pizza lifts. So we're here. And then we have our plank rocks. So we're going on our forearms and elbows and the feet with that nice plank. Dipping those hips side to side. Modification, just holding that plank, or if you need to, come down to the knees, as long as you have good form. And then we'll have our rest. Get those last few breaths in, and we're gonna go right into those pizza lifts. In 3, 2, 1, go. So we're here, really squeezing the glutes, making sure we're flexing our foot. Again, we're staying parallel to the mat. We're not tilting our hips to the side. Should be nice and parallel. We're not arching our back, keeping our core nice and tight, and we're just moving the leg. Having that balance. Again, keeping that core tight. We don't want to arch our back. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Then we go right into those mountain climbers. I'm going to come off from my mat for this because I don't want to ruin it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're on our hands and our feet, driving that knee up to your chest the best you can. Quick feet. Modification, we're stepping. Again, we want to make sure our shoulders are directly over our wrists. Keeping that back nice and flat and low. We're not TPing up here. We're not sagging down. Keeping that core nice and tight. Using our arm muscles as well here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Now we'll have the right side pizza lifts. Focusing on our breathing. Take this little rest in, and we're going to go right back to it in 3, 2, 1, go. So we're here, squeezing the glutes, flexing that foot, keeping that nice table position. Hips are square to the ground. Not arching that back, keeping that core tight. Focusing on bringing that belly button in towards your spine. Really focusing on squeezing on the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. And then we're going to have those plank rocks. And then we'll be done with the round. Let's get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're on forearms, elbows, and feet. Dipping that hip into the ground. We'll go right back. We're not going too far up. We're not sagging down. Keeping nice and flat. Squeezing all the muscles in your body. Modification, we're just holding it here. If you need to, come down to your knees. It's okay. It's better to have good form. Keep pushing here. Really activating those obliques. Helps with your waist. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Grabbing that drink of water. And we have one more round. So we're gonna have, again, back in that table position, except we're going to be putting our leg out to the side. So we're here squeezing, or if you want to add a little more challenge, we're here extending that leg out and bringing it back in. So we're gonna do that on our left side first, and then we have our side crunches on our left side. So land your back here, bring those knees down to the side, still try to push that other shoulder out, hands on the head, and we're up. And then we have the same thing, those extensions on the right side. We're here, out, in, and then we also have a crunches on our right side. Then we'll be all done, have our nice cool down. So we're gonna start with the doggy kicks out to the left, in 3, 2, 1, go. So we're here, you can extend out, bring it back in. We're not rocking our hips too far, trying to keep those hips square to the ground. It's okay if you don't lift your leg very high. Really working outside of our hips, keeping that foot flexed, keeping that core still tight. We're not arching our back. Back in. Really squeezing the glutes, having that balance. Again, modification, we're just in and out. Trying to add that kick if you can. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Then we're gonna have side crunches. So if it helps, we're here. Then rocking those knees down to the side. Having that twist in your back. If it hurts your back, just do some normal crunches. But when we do it this way, definitely work our upper abs on this side. 3, 2, 1, and really tightening the abs and the way up. Focusing on your forehead, trying to touch the ceiling. Hands are just gently resting on the ears. As our knees are pushing this way, our other shoulders going that way, so we have that nice target on the side. Really helping with our obliques here. Pushing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And then we're gonna have the right side of that, extending the leg out to the side. And we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're here, out to the side, flexing that foot, bringing it back in. Trying our best to keep our hips square to the ground. It's okay if there's a little rotation, but we don't want to do too much out of whack. So we're here. It's okay if you're not lifting super high. Again, keeping that nice flat back. We're not arching, we're not curling. Trying to have that belly button go to the spine, keeping that core tight. Keep pushing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. And then we have side crunch on the right, and then we'll be done and we'll have our cool down. So we're here, taking in those last few breaths. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Again, trying to have that forehead touch the ceiling. That's what we're focusing on. Hands are just here on the ears. Really squeezing every time you go out, try to crush your abs. Nice and control. Our head doesn't come back and lay down, we're keeping it up the whole time. Nice quick movement. Really feeling it all down your obliques and feeling that crunch in your upper abs. And keep pushing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. Grab some water. Heart rate's definitely elevated. Just focus on our breathing. Let that come down. Want to make sure that you're keeping your chest open and we're not just leaning forward. We don't want to cramp. So it helps. Hands on the head. Walk around. Just take this in for a little bit and then we'll go into our cool down. Breathing in the nose, out the mouth. Letting your body cool down. All right, and if you feel like you can do so, just start stretching. So I'm going to go right into that quad stretch again. So same hand, same foot, pushing that knee back, hip forward, arm out for balance. If you need to, hold it here on the chair. If you're feeling a little shaky, that's totally normal. Just use our muscles. Finding that balance. And let's switch. Here, same thing. Starting to feel our breathing becoming easier. All right, and have our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to reach up and out to the side, reaching down the leg. Feel that stretch all in your side. That foot is going down, the other arm is going out to the side, having that dynamic tension. If you want, gaze up at the hand. See if you can go a little bit deeper. Every breath. And let's switch sides. So again, same thing. That foot's going down, arms going up. Breathing here. Feel that nice stretch. And let's come back up. Feet a little bit wide out to the side. We're going to reach down to the right. Start to feel like too much blood's rushing your head, totally okay to sit up. And if not, just letting your body relax down. Trying to release that tension in your hamstrings and your calves. And go the other side. Really relaxing, letting yourself fold. And reach down to the middle. Trying to touch that ground if you can't. Hands are on the shins. All right. And let's make it down to the floor for a hip flexor. So that this foot is going to go onto the knee, and we're going to push that other knee out. So we're here. Trying our best to push that knee out. Feeling that nice stretch in our hips. My hips definitely get very tight, especially when we're doing a lot of these rigid movements. So it's important to stretch. And let's switch sides. Holding this here. All right. Let's get into our hip flexor a different way. We're going forward. So we're going to lunge, pushing that foot forward, making that 90-degree angle again, hands on the hips. Really feeling the stretch in the hip here. And sit those hips back, hands out. Your ears trying to go right by that knee. Relaxing. Trying to release that tension in the hamstring. And let's switch legs. Lunging forward. chest up. Feeling much more relaxed now. And zipping those hips back, hands out, ear by the knee. Alright, and let's get into a butterfly. So we're sitting down, feet together, trying to push those knees down, chest up, reflecting on everything that we did today and everything that your week's consisted of. At least the weather's getting a little bit warmer, so if you can, it's okay to take those breaks and go on a walk, talk with friends, if you can do so safely. And yeah, without further ado, and that's all I have for you guys. Stay tuned for next week.